Hey everyone, my name is Wedge and welcome back to Guilds of Ravnica preview season, one of the best times of the year. Today we have a lot to get to, so I don't want to waste your time with intro nonsense. That being said, we did reveal our exclusive preview card yesterday, so you should check that out by clicking the link on the screen. Alright, enough chit chat. Time to dive into Ravnica madness. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, remember to hit that like button. It helps out a lot. Bounty Agent is 2 mana for a 2/2 human soldier with vigilance. You can tap and sacrifice it to destroy a target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. I mean, I think it's pretty clear why this card exists: Dominaria. Considering the entire set was designed around the historic premise, Bounty Agent is going to have a lot of work to do against anything from that set. What a hoser. Unfortunately, it doesn't destroy Teferi, so better luck next time, wizards. Ha! Of course, it does destroy Karizev, leaving standard. Hazaret, indestructible, also leaving standard. Heart of Kirin, leaving standard. Huh. I got it. Lyra, it kills Lyra. Boom, got there, we did it. Good job, team. Yes. Guild Summit is 3 mana for an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. Whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. Gates! Gates are back, tribal gates for days. Where's the Dragon's Maze of the set? I want it now because I have to build a deck around it this second, right now. Also that flavor text. In a climate of suspicion, Asperia gathered the guilds to propose a radical idea: cooperation. Yeah, great, that worked really well. Awesome, grats. Gotta love cooperation. This is what the Azorius get for trusting anyone. Why can't we just imprison everybody, mongrels? Anyways, the design here is cool. You're rewarded for having gates when this enters the battlefield, and you're rewarded for bringing more gates down. It's a win-win for any type of gate shenanigans deck. I think this deck is made for me because, I'm such a good gatekeeper in the community. You get it? It's funny. Chemister's Insight is 4 mana for an instant with Jumpstart. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs, then exile it to draw 2 cards. Yes! This is what I wanted out of Jumpstart at this rarity. Spot on. 4 mana instant speed to draw 2 cards is something we've gotten used to. This time around, we're trading the Scry 2 from Glimmer for the ability to replay it. Great trade! The Insight has an easy recursion ability in Jumpstart, perfect for control decks. Absolutely perfect. This is the type of card that will help you filter through your deck quickly, especially once it's in the graveyard. And while you do have to discard a card on your second cast, we're talking control decks. They do that all the time. Playing a control deck is about having a long enough reach to get what you need when you need it. The Insight enables that. It's a solid card, great uncommon, standard playable as far as I'm concerned, great design in these cards, oh my. Goblin Cratermaker is 2 mana for a 2/2 Goblin Warrior. You can pay 1 mana and sacrifice the Goblin to choose one. It deals 2 damage to target creature or destroy target colorless non-land permanent. What? This is hilarious. First we have the Trophy, which just wrecks Tron lands, and now we have this Cratermaker, which sacrifices itself to kill Karn or Ugin or really any artifact the deck runs. It's hysterical. It's beyond hysterical. Gotta love giving modern goblins and low to the ground red decks the ability to destroy Goliath as David. Says a lot about the game. I find the card funny as heck, and that second option is almost always going to be the one that's chosen. That's why the card exists. Totally brutal for colorless decks. Oof. Runaway Steam-Kin is 2 mana for a 1/1 elemental. Whenever you cast a red spell, if the Steam-Kin has fewer than 3+1/+1 counters on it, put a +1/+1 counter on the Steam-Kin. You can also remove 3+1/+1 counters from it to add 3 red mana to your mana pool. Okay, I don't know about you, but I am in love with this design. It's genius. While it does only come down as a 1/1 without haste, it encourages you to spell sling quickly to generate counters and then rewards you with more reach whenever you need it. Steam-Kin is a red mage's best cheerleader. It may seem underwhelming to you at first, but when you untap and you have your cheap red spells to cast, this can swing in on turn 3 as a 3/3 or 4/4 without too much difficulty. And if you need more mana after you swing in, you have it. Ultimate aggression all the time, big fan, and I don't even play this kind of red. Artful Takedown is 2 of anything, 1 blue and 1 black for an instant. Choose one or both. Tap target creature. Target creature gets -2/-4 until end of turn. This is what a good limited card looks like. No, wait. This is what a great limited card looks like. That's just removal. That's removal at the very least, and a tempo wrecking card letting you time walk one of your opponent's creatures. This is delicious. Artful Takedown is going to be a sweet reward for those choosing House Dimir in limited. Very nice. Deafening Clarion is 1 of anything, 1 red and 1 white for a sorcery. Choose one or both. The Clarion deals 3 damage to each creature. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. This card's interesting. Are there real life situations where we wouldn't want to give our team lifelink? I mean, I'm sure there are corner cases, but still, the vast majority of the time, you're just taking lifelink from this straight away. It lets you use both, so why not? Anyways, it's a pretty versatile card. We're talking Boros Slagstorm with a lifelink Anthem Kicker. I don't much enjoy sorcery speed, but for a card like this, instant speed would be a bit too brutal at this cost. I like the card, I think it's solid in Commander. I do think it has potential in Standard, but it would have to be a Jeskai control deck, right? I mean, Boros wouldn't normally want to bolt all of their own creatures. It's a weird card, but we'll see what happens. I find it intriguing. Ionize is one of anything, 1 blue and 1 red for an instant. Counter target spell, Ionize deals 2 damage to that spell's controller. I enjoy this card quite a bit. I've always been a fan of counterburn, and this is no different. As far as standard playability is concerned, I think something like this is meant for Wizard Tribal, which is mostly red. Doesn't hinge on Wizard's Retort too much. The cost is a bit prohibitive in most anything else, even control variants that run blue and red. Plus, if you're running a control deck like that, you don't care that much about shocking your opponent every now and then. The card is cool, and I think it has a place already carved out for it in Standard. Not much more to say except, get zapped. March of the Multitudes is X1 green and 2 white for an instant with Convoke. Create X1 1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. Wow, there's a lot going on with this card. Convoke is what brings us together. The cost is pretty heavy, but since you can tap your creatures to create more creatures, it really isn't so bad. Add to that the fact that it's instant speed and you have a real powerhouse. We all know about Goblin Chain Whirler, and I'm not saying this completely dodges that card because it obviously doesn't, but since it is instant speed, it does give you a chance to attack in with your horde of 1/1 lifelinkers before the Chain Whirler does drop. It's a great way to gain a ton of life quickly and put pressure on your opponent. Also, a couple cool things about this card. First, it finishes the crazy X-cost mythic cycle for the guilds. It's the Selesnya Sphinx's Revelation or Rakdos' Return. It's very interesting. Second, I know a lot of you have seen this already. Zoom in on that artwork. Oh yeah, that's my boy Fibblethip. Probably still lost. What a baller. Love Ravnica. Because I was still recuperating, I did miss a few Guilds of Ravnica previews from before this week. I'm going to pepper those into this week's videos so that we can get all caught up. We're going to start with Underrealm Lich because this card is crazy. 3 of anything, 1 black and 1 green for a 4/3 zombie elf shaman, great creature type. If you would draw a card, instead look at the top 3 cards of your library, then put 1 into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You can also pay 4 life and the Lich gains indestructible until end of turn, tap it. The amount of combos that currently exist with this card are uncountable. Its interaction with Sylvan Library lets you dig 3 cards deep multiple times a turn without needing to pay life. Gross. Basically made for a Sidisi Brute Tyrant deck. My goodness. Muldrotha, you kidding me right now? Think of the enabling. Oh, not even done. The Gitrog monster. Whenever 1 or more land cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere, draw a card. From anywhere. You just keep ditching lands and drawing cards like Infinite Combo Alert, just saying. Underrealm Lich is everything Golgari wanted, but didn't even need. This is like pure gluttony. If you're a Golgari player, or really any combination that includes black and green, you must be in heaven right now. What does Golgari have? A dumpster? A garbage pit? I don't know. Whatever it is, I'm sure you're there, so congratulations. We mentioned gates at the beginning of the video, and they did release all of them. There are 2 versions of each guild gate. One version presents the front entrance of the guild, what the public sees. The other version is the back alley entrance, apparently, where all the scheming goes on. What's super interesting is the different flavor text on each version. Take Boros, for example. On the front entrance version, the more trust breaks down, the more we must throw open the front gates. Aurelia speaks like a true Boros. Then on the back alley version, it is our duty to protect those in need, but the other guilds have never shown themselves worthy of that protection. Tajik, my man. There's this interesting split, almost like the guild is becoming disillusioned with Ravnica. It's very interesting. And these aren't the only examples. Look at Izzet. Front entrance. Every laboratory buzzes with new experiments, each a piece of Ral's ambitious project. And then the back. Yesterday, I didn't recognize my own guild. Today, I see why. And for tomorrow, I must be prepared. Niv Mizzet. This is really cool. I love this approach to Guildgates. I want to see more cards like these. They are dripping with flavor. It's great lore design. I don't know about you, but I think Guilds of Ravnica has me impressed. It's dripping with mechanical flavor, and I'm starting to see the guild's attitudes forming. There is a lot of unrest on Ravnica right now. Wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that Jace has been gone, just doing whatever he wants, but who am I to judge? Anyways, I would love to hear what you think about the set so far and your personal favorites. Underrealm Lich is a huge boss, and one of my favorite cards so far. Also a fan of Guild Summit. Gotta try to make that work somehow. Again, super excited to be back, and I can't wait to bring you more Guilds of Ravnica content, and as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. This video is brought to you in part by TCGplayer.com. Guilds of Ravnica is looking pretty dang nice right now, and with cards like Assassin's Trophy running around, you know the value is going to be there. If you don't have a local game store or yours is charging way too much, you can pre-order boxes of the new set on TCG Player right now for only $90 each, shipping included. All you have to do is click the link. Fair prices, fast delivery as soon as the set releases, and it helps the channel. It's a win-win-win, am I right? Enjoy the affordability, friends. Wait, another thought. I could just make Maze's End in Modern. Huh.